Warriors just put on a defensive clinic against the Knicks. But there's one detail that could change everything in the team's playoff race, and you need to know about it. With less than 8 minutes left, Golden State held a 9-point lead. But without Steph Curry on the court, it seemed like the Knicks had a chance to make a comeback. The game was at a critical moment, and any mistake could be costly. That's when the Warriors' defense stepped up, and what happened next showed exactly why this team could be a serious problem in the playoffs. New York tried everything. Mikal Bridges got the ball in the corner for a set play, but Moses Moody and Draymond Green read the action and closed the space. With no passing options, Bridges was trapped, forcing the Knicks to improvise. Then came the second attempt, a flare screen for OG Anunoby, who had spaced a drive. But Green, once again, was there to put out the fire. He anticipated the play, positioned himself perfectly, and blocked the layup attempt. It was a play that summed up the Warriors' defensive spirit. But what's truly impressive is how the entire team moved in sync, as if connected by an invisible rope. And the numbers don't lie. The Warriors lead the NBA in paint defense, allowing just 24.7% of shots at the rim. That means opponents simply can't finish near the basket. And when they do, they find Draymond Green or Jimmy Butler ready to contest every shot. But here's the catch. By prioritizing paint defense so much, the Warriors end up allowing more three-point attempts. Against the Knicks, this wasn't a problem. They hit just 9 of their 24 attempts from deep. But what happens if Golden State faces a team like Denver, which thrives on outside shooting? That risk could be a deciding factor in the playoffs. And there's one name that's completely transforming the team's defensive identity: Jimmy Butler. Since he arrived, the Warriors have a 14-1 record with him on the court and the second-best defense in the league, holding opponents to just 108.2 points per 100 possessions. Moreover, Butler's presence has brought something the Warriors were missing: intensity and leadership. He challenges teammates in practice, demands maximum effort, and enforces discipline. This has helped Draymond Green return to being the versatile and dominant defender everyone knows. And the impact has been direct on Curry's game, allowing him to play with more freedom and confidence. But the big question now is, will this defense be enough against the league's most powerful offenses? Because while the Warriors are suffocating opponents in the paint, they might be leaving too much space for three-point shots. If we look at a team like the Boston Celtics, with players like Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown consistently hitting from deep, would this strategy still work? Or could it be a problem that cost them in a 7-game series? And that puts Steve Kerr at a crossroads. Should he continue betting on this aggressive paint defense? Or does he need to adjust the scheme to prevent opponents from getting so many three-point opportunities? It's worth remembering that in past seasons, Kerr has had to make deep adjustments during the playoffs. And with a team that now blends experienced veterans with young talent, this decision could define the team's fate. The truth is, the Warriors still have weaknesses, but what we saw against the Knicks proves that this defense could be one of the most solid in the league. But in the playoffs, every detail matters. So, do you think the Warriors' defensive strategy will be enough to compete for the title? Or will they need to adjust before the postseason? Drop your thoughts in the comments. The Warriors are living a new era since Jimmy Butler's arrival. The team has been reborn and looks stronger than ever. But one big decision could change everything. Jonathan Kuminga, one of the team's biggest prospects, might be on his way out. And the trade being discussed behind the scenes has the potential to turn Golden State into an unstoppable force in the title race. But is this move really the best choice? Stay with me until the end as we break down all the details of this possible trade and how it could impact the Warriors' future. Since the trade that brought Jimmy Butler to San Francisco, the Warriors seem to have finally found the balance they've been searching for. His impact on the team was immediate. Leadership, aggressive defense, and a winning mentality that helped the team regain its momentum this season. With Butler in the lineup, the team has racked up an impressive 14 wins and just 1 loss. But despite this success, a new question arises. How does Kuminga fit into this new system? The 22-year-old forward is still adapting after missing 31 games due to injury. And if he doesn't blend well with Butler, the front office might consider trading him for a high-impact player who can contribute immediately. Behind the scenes, Rumors suggest that the Warriors could consider a trade involving Kuminga and the Utah Jazz to acquire power forward John Collins. Collins is an experienced player with playoff experience and a highly versatile game. This season with the Jazz, he's averaging 19 points, 8.2 rebounds, and shooting nearly 40% from three. A perfect fit for the Warriors system. But giving up Kuminga isn't a simple decision, and the front office knows it. Mike Dunleavy, the Warriors general manager, has to decide, is it better to bet on Kuminga's long-term potential or bring in Collins to strengthen the team right now and boost their title chances while Curry is still at his peak? If this trade happens, the Warriors would gain a player who could transform the team. Collins is an athletic power forward with excellent floor spacing ability, something crucial in Golden State's system. Inside-outside game, Collins is a threat in the paint but also has a reliable three-point shot. His versatility would allow the Warriors to explore different offensive formations, switching between perimeter plays and drives to basket. Deadly partnership with Curry. Imagine pick and rolls between Collins and Curry. With Collins' finishing ability and Curry's shooting threat, opposing defenses would struggle to contain this duo. Defensive impact. Collins also stands out on defense, averaging 1 steal and 1 block per game. He would bring even more defensive solidity to the Warriors, allowing for a more aggressive rotation and effective defensive switches. But it's not that simple. Kuminga is seen as one of the most promising young players of his generation. At just 22 years old, he has already shown flashes of stardom and has the potential to be a cornerstone for the franchise in the future. However, he is about to become a restricted free agent, and his contract extension could be a financial burden for the team. If the Warriors choose to keep Kuminga, they might exceed the second apron, limiting the franchise's financial flexibility. The alternative? Trade him now while his market value is high and bring in a player who is ready to contribute immediately. But is that really the best move? This trade could make the Warriors one of the most dangerous teams in the NBA. A starting lineup featuring Curry, Klay Thompson, Butler, Draymond Green, and Collins would have experience, defense, and firepower to challenge any team in the playoffs. On the other hand, giving up a young talent like Kuminga could be a long-term risk. If he develops into an all-star elsewhere, this trade could be seen as an irreversible mistake. The Warriors are at a crossroads. Secure a stronger immediate future or invest in a gradual rebuild without sacrificing young talent. And what do you think about this potential trade? Should the Warriors go all in on Collins to compete for the title now? Or should they trust Kuminga's development for future? Drop your opinion in the comments, and don't forget to like the video to support the channel. And if you want to understand how Butler completely changed the Warriors' identity, watch the video appear on the screen now. See you there.